Hi, I'm Paula J. I just want to give a warning, a trigger warning potentially to the topic that I'm going to discuss today. And I would like to encourage you that if you are not in a safe place because you have experienced either some type of sexual assault, then I would rather that you not watch the video than to be triggered and not be safe. So I want to put that out there. Please be in a safe place before you watch this. Good morning, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on day 6 of 30 Days with Paula J. Today, I'm going to talk about a difficult story from 2 Samuel chapter 13. This story is about a couple of people named Amnon and Tamar. I'm not going to read the whole story, but I'm going to just allude to some of it. So Amnon was infatuated with his half-sister Tamar, so much that it tormented him. He wanted to be with her. He said, "I love her." And so it got to the point where he wanted her so badly that him and his cousin set up this plan for Tamar to go serve him as he faked being sick. And so she goes into his room and bakes for him and, gives him the food. And he's like, "No, I don't want to eat it. I want you, just everyone get out, come sit on my bed, and I want you to feed it to me." And so as she went over and gave him the food, he took hold of her and he said, "Come lie with me." And she said, "No." She said, "Don't violate me that way." But he would not listen, and he was stronger than her. So he violated her and raped her. And as soon as that happened, he hated her. He couldn't even say her name anymore. He said, "Put this woman out. I want her outside of my door. I want her gone." And she put her hands in her head, her hand on her head, and went away crying aloud. What a sad story. What a difficult story. The positive thing about this story is that at the end, even though Amnon couldn't say her name anymore, God knew her name. God didn't forget her. God didn't cast her out. God didn't say go. God knew her name, and he met her in her pain and in her suffering. God was right there, comforting her. The other person, Amnon, he has a story too. He did something terrible. He violated someone. He hurt someone very badly in a way that would affect her for the rest of her life. But you know what? God knew him too. I don't know if you are Tamar in this story and you've been hurt or violated and you feel alone and rejected and you feel like God's not there. Maybe that's you. Let me tell you something. God is there. He's right there. He loves you so much. He has not forgotten your name. He knows exactly who you are and where you are. He knows your hurt and he knows your pain. Let him comfort you today. And if you are Amnon and you've hurt somebody, you've caused pain to someone, violated them, God wants you too. You're not too far gone for God. He's still right there. He's a sin forgiver. That's what he does. He's in the business of forgiving. So reach out to him. Or maybe you're both. Probably the majority of people are both. We've both hurt people and we've been hurt by people. And God still wants us. What a beautiful truth. God still wants us in spite of what we've done or what's been done to us. Because both of those things are important and they matter to God. Maybe you're wondering why a story like this would be put in the Bible. The Bible, I believe that this story is in the Bible because God wants us to talk about stuff. God wants us to be able to share our story, even if it's stories of pain. God wants us to share that and to help others through what they go through and to get help for ourselves. Basically, God is saying no topic is off limits. God knows our hearts. He knows what's been done. And all of it matters to him. You matter to God so much. He loves you. He loves you so much. He cares about everything that you've gone through. Let him comfort you today. If you would like to talk, I would be happy to chat with you. Just send me a message and we can have a conversation. Remember, friends, you are loved deeply and you matter.